morning. This is your reminder to go work out, move, get the blood flowing. First day back after missing a week, and it was tough. Not as tough as I thought it was going to be, but it was tough. I know you see me lying. And my ab machine that I had really gotten really strong and, you know, worked up, I was only able to do about half of what I was able to do, but half is better than none. So I'm proud of myself. I did not want to go this morning, but I'm glad I did. So now I'm off to the house. Y'all, it has been a day. I feel so overwhelmed. I don't feel like I can hardly function. My house is just tore up between booth stuff and Christmas decorating stuff and just laundry and anyway. I'm headed to my booth to go talk to them. I gotta talk to somebody about getting some more power to my booth because I'm going over there tomorrow to completely redo the booth for Christmas. It's raining outside right now. So I've got to have some power. They don't allow extension cords, or that would be easy fix. You have to have a power strip. Well, you only have certain accesses to power strips. So I'm gonna go over here and talk to them and see what we can do so I can kind of get an idea. And then I gotta load the car up this afternoon. And then I'm gonna be spending all day over there because I'm deconstructing it and redoing it all for Christmas because they're having some kind of Christmas deal on December the 9th, and different booths will be having different percentages off. We've signed up. Our booth, anything in our booth will be 10% off, and I'm stocking it up with all kinds of Christmas goodies. So out about the power, you know what I mean? But I'll get it figured out. Anyway, that's where I'm headed. It's been a day. I filmed my mantle. I decorated my mantle for Christmas. I filmed that. Gotta get that edited. And getting ready for vlogmas. I gotta get back in the zone of filming every day because we start vlogmas December the 1st and it'll go through the 26th of December, and then after that I kind of take like a week off. So yeah, I'm excited about vlog. I love doing vlogmas, and I've already been kind of like planning out some things. Everything is tentative, you know, things change, but I've been trying to plan out some things, so I'm so excited about it. And I just can't wait, honestly. I love this time of year. I love vlogmas. I never knew how much I would love doing vlogmas. And I want to say this will be my 3rd year of vlogmas. I'm not sure if I know I did it last year, but I can't remember if I did it the year before that. I don't know. But anyway, I hope that you're excited about vlogmas. All right, let me pay attention to the road, get over here, take care of what I need to, so maybe I can sleep tonight because I woke up last night, y'all. Are y'all like this? Like, I was sleeping so good, and then I woke up and I started thinking about the booth and how I was gonna do everything in the booth, and it's a lot. I really wish I had some help with it as far as like making it over for the season. Just going in there and keeping it up and buying things and tidying it up, that's fine, but it's like when I'm gonna go over there and kind of like completely redo everything, it's a lot, and I really wish I had some help, but it's just me. So I mean, the only day they're closed for the vendors is on Tuesday. If it was Wednesday, it would be perfect because Sarah could help me, but it's not, and I don't like doing it. I don't mind dropping things off during the week, but I don't want to go in there and just totally like close off my booth and remake it, you know. So that's okay. I'll figure it out. I'll do it. I'll get it done. It's just a lot. It just overwhelms me, but then once I get to doing it, I'm fine. But you know how it is. Anyway, I'll catch up with y'all later. Well, it is booth day, and my back of my car is full of Christmas. We are going, well, I'm going to work on the booth for Christmas. And I'm so excited to get it all transformed. And so that is where I'm headed. It is a cold, rainy day here. And I would much rather be snuggled up to my bolster in the house, but Mama's got to work, y'all. I'm going to work. I'll catch up with y'all later. Goodwill did me good today. I have to run a Dollar Tree, and they have a Goodwill right here on my way to the booth. So I ran in there, and I'm going to show you what I got because I think some of it I'm going to put in the booth today. I'm going to definitely use this. I did get this cute little Christmas tree. Now I'm going to go in there and cut all these strings off, like the longer strings. But I'm just going to use it to kind of, you know, display in the booth. I think it's so cute. I picked that up. I picked up these 3 things. There's that one, and that one. I'm thinking about I may put these in the booth. I love them, and somebody else may love them too. Y'all, I picked this up for me. Green was half off today. Look at this. It was regular 99 cents, and it's half off. Yeah, I know this is going home with me, right? I also picked this up. I think I'm going to tweak it a little bit, but I am going to probably put it in the booth. I'm not 100% sure. The frame needs something. I might even paint it black. I think that would make this pop. But this is $1.99, but I am going to tweak that a little bit and then put that in the booth. And then the last thing I got, which I'm anxious to see what else in it. Some of it's for me, some of it I may put in the booth. It was this bag. This whole bag of brass goodness. And it was $5.99. There were some pieces in here that I seen that I wanted for myself. So let's just see what else in it. Let me lock my doors. You know, you just can't never tell these days. You gotta be safe. Okay, I don't need this, so that'll probably go in the booth. This is cute. I don't need it, so that'll probably go in the booth. How cute is that? I may find me a little tree in Dollar Tree to put in here to go in the booth. These next 2 items is what I wanted. Oh, I love it. That's, I'm keeping. And this one I'm keeping. Oh my gosh, I love it. Look at this. Is that not perfection? So these I will keep. Those other 3 pieces will go in the booth. So I am super excited. This was a very unexpected little thrift haul. I swear, you just never know what you're going to find when you go thrifting. So I will take, I need to find some little trees. I also want to get some little candies to put. I think it will be so cute to have some little things with some candy. So I'm going to pick up some cheap candy from Dollar Tree if somebody wants to grab a piece of candy. You know. But that is it. Now I'm going to pull over there and go into the Dollar Tree because I need some candles. I originally went in Goodwill to look for candles, but they didn't have any. But I'm going to run to Dollar Tree, get that, get some candy for the booth, and yeah. So let me go do that. Good morning. It is another rainy, cold, gloomy day. I'm trying to get my key ready. But your girl is headed to the gym. It's so hard to make myself go on days like this, but to the gym we go. Gonna get our workout on, even though I got a workout yesterday too. It was insane how busy I was, and it was just one of those days. But I got everything done, got the booth set up. We did order pizza last night, but I'm gonna stop by and grab the few other items I need on my way home from the gym. I'm gonna make a big pot of soup. I've been wanting that anyway, so I'm gonna make some soup and grilled cheese for dinner tonight, and then we'll have that for leftovers. And today is actually our 10-year wedding anniversary, November the 15th, and it's been a wonderful 10 years. And I would not trade it for anything in the world. I love doing life with this man, and so he's just gonna get home from work today, and we're gonna eat our soup and just hang out and just, you know, we're so content with our lives. It's just being together is all that really matters to us. We don't have anything planned, nothing extravagant. So I love it. I wouldn't trade it for anything. So I hope that you are having an amazing week. I hope you've had an amazing week when you see this. And I hope you're going to have a wonderful weekend. I don't know what we're going to get into this weekend, but when I get back home, I started on one of my little thrift flips last night. I got that frame painted. And I also had ran into the thrift store yesterday afternoon, and I found a copper teapot with the blue and white handle and little on top of the teapot, the little handle to pick the lid up. Anyway, I've got it cleaned up and priced. So if I get this thrift flip done, I may take those two items to the booth. I cleared a lot of it out yesterday. Some of it's going up in my attic for next year, for fall. Yeah, just cleaned it up, got it all neat and Christmassy, and I really love the way it turned out. All right, y'all, I am going to pay attention to the road, get to the gym, and I'll catch up with y'all later. Buster and I are working. Buster, show me your sweater. I'm taking a few more things to the booth. I was pulling out some of my Christmas stuff that I have nowhere for it. It's beautiful, so I stuck some prices on it. I'm gonna take it to the booth, and hopefully it will find a new home and will be loved as much as I've loved it. But as my style changes and evolves, and pieces that are not sentimental to me, you know, why not just sell it and hopefully it'll find a new home. But that's what I'm doing. When I get back home, I'm going to show y'all how I styled a couple of my birthday pieces. I have them styled. I have not done anything with the sewing machine drawers yet. I've just not had time. But it's coming. That's coming. But I was kind of like pulling out some of my kitchen Christmas stuff. But before I can do any of that, I've got to get the state of the garage and my office and all of that in place. I've just got so much stuff just scattered. I feel like it is a true representation of how I'm feeling inside. Just scattered and cluttered, and y'all feel that way sometimes? Surely it's not just me. I just feel like so overwhelmed. I don't know why. Because I do better when I'm busy. So I'm definitely busy. I have no time to be bored, you know. So I'll figure it all out. It's just, I want to get my tree up but we've not been able to complete my project that James is working on because of the rain. It's delayed us because I've got to paint it, and it's going to have to be painted outside. So hopefully this weekend I can get that done. My eyes watering like crazy. I took me a Zyrtec, so hopefully that'll put the kibosh on that. But I'm gonna get over here. I may run to the thrift store in Biloxi because I have not been this week, just to kind of see. I'm realizing that I have to have inventory on hand, so you know, it's a constant. You gotta have it. And then I've got some other stuff that I'm gonna be clearing out and getting rid of. So yeah, just busy, and I love it. So I was unable to get footage of the booth because people were in there shopping. So I'm sorry about that, but all I did was add some dishes, which dishes don't sell, but maybe with the holiday, you know, serving dishes, they'll want some pretty serving dishes or something. And I added like a teapot, tea kettle. And then I just added some different poinsettias on the tree and took the ones that I had on the tree yesterday and put them in my little silver teapot. That's all. But now your girl is gonna head to Buster. Get up here. He just sits in the buggy while I work. He just sits there and watches and supervises. But now I'm gonna head to the thrift store in Biloxi since I'm over here and I'm already so close to it, and just see, and then I'm gonna get home and tackle some chores at the house. So maybe I'll have another thrift haul. We will see. I mean, maybe this will be a twofer. You just never know. The thrift store, all I got was this. I'm hoping this fits my lantern, my oil lantern that I have in my booth, so I can add it to it. But this is all I found today. So, which is fun. I've been looking for one of those. I have a beautiful oil lantern that, of course, the globe was not with it. So, the one globe I had was too small, so I'm thinking that one's gonna work. So, anyway, now I am headed back home. It's just a dreary, gloomy day. So I'm gonna get back home and I'm going to start my soup. I like to start it and just kind of let it cook all day on low. And it just infuses all the flavors. And of course I have to sample it and make sure it's right, because I don't want James eating it and it not being good, right? So anyway, that's what I'm fixing to do. I'm fixing to get home and start making my soup. And then I've got plenty of other stuff to do. And I'm going to show y'all also how I styled my birthday items. Or some of them, not all of them. Alright, let me pay attention to the road and I'll see y'all at the house. Alright, I've got my soup made. And now I've just turned it off. I'm gonna keep the lid on it, let it just marinate and soak up all those flavors. And then I'll turn it on a little, when it gets a little bit closer time for James to get home, I'll turn it on, and that's gonna be for dinner. So now I'm gonna go show y'all the laundry room and what I did with some of my birthday goodies that I purchased. So let me show you. Okay, so here is where I have put the Clorox bottle. I love it there. It's so appropriate for the laundry room. And up here is where I've put the blue pan. I had been looking for something to go up there. And when I seen that one, I was like, that's it. And I can't wait to get in here and kind of spruce things up for Christmas. The only thing I've done is change the print. That is it. That is all I've done. But behind me, let me show you. This is where I put that little piece that I thrifted from the Goodwill on Tuesday. I put it there, and I think it's cute. I would actually, should I move it over? Should I put this like here and put this here? No, I don't like that. Okay, we're gonna go back the way it was. You know, sometimes you just have to try things. I cannot wait to get in here and decorate for Christmas, but I'm loving this hamper. I don't know if y'all remember when I thrifted this, but I love it. It is working out perfectly, so I'm very happy with that. But that is what I've done with those things. I haven't done anything with the sewing machine drawers yet. New day. And I actually fixed my hair today because it's not supposed to rain today. We're actually not supposed to get rain till next week. So, fingers crossed we can finish my box so I can put up my tree this weekend. That is my goal. But today, I've just finished the devotional, edited it. I'm like getting it saved to my iPad so I can get it uploaded. So that will be done. And then I'm like, there's two things I want to do. One, I want to go to the thrift store, the one in Ocean Springs. And I also want to get in my attic and get down the rest of my stuff. I kind of been playing with my kitchen with just what I had in the cabinets. And trying to get an idea. So I need to get the rest of my kitchen stuff down. I need to get the stuff from my hallway and my front bath and my bedroom. So I need to get all that down. And then when James, hopefully this weekend, we can get the fall stuff put up in the attic. That'll clear out the garage a lot. Because right now, it's a mess. But anyway, so that's the two things I want to do today. Buster's over there in the recliner. He's covered up. And I sent James a picture of him. And I told him, I said, he is snoring his behind off. He is just snoring and loving life. So I also need to take that globe that I thrifted yesterday to my booth and get it, see if it'll fit the oil lamp. So I've got several things I need to do outside of the house today. So I think that's what I'm fixing to do. Run that over there, run to the thrift store, and then get back here and work on some more stuff with my decorating. If I can get it all out, then I can film those videos for those specific areas, because the kitchen I want to film for itself. Also, I need to work on the sewing cabinet drawers where I want to put those. So I need to get all that together. I've just got a lot to do that I want to do. Am I going to get it all done in this video? I don't know. Probably not, but that's where I'm at right now. So I think now I'm going to go put on some shoes and run to my booth and the thrift store. And then I'll just get home and be in for the rest of the day. So let's just go do that real quick. Yay! The globe worked. That makes me feel better, because I think the oil lamp will sell better with the globe versus without one. So that makes me feel so much better. So now, I think since I'm right here, I'm going to run to this Goodwill that I went to on Tuesday that I had such an amazing look at. I'm going to run to it real quick because I'm right here. And then I'm going to hit the thrift store in Ocean Springs that I want to go to. And then back home. we'll just see how it goes. What's this hair doing right here, y'all? Anyway, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go to the Goodwill, and then we're gonna hit the other thrift store, and then we're gonna go home. Sound like a plan, Buster? Sounds like a plan. So I'll catch up with y'all in a bit. All right, y'all. Been home for a little while. Made me a sandwich. I was starving. I ended up going to the Goodwill, the one by my booth, and I ended up going to the Ocean Springs American Thrift Store. I walked out of the American Thrift Store with nothing. I was so surprised. That rarely happens, but it did. But y'all, I left the Goodwill with two things. I mean, the Goodwill, that particular Goodwill showed out this week. So let me show you what I picked up there. And yeah, let me get it real quick. Okay, so what I picked up there. Y'all, I am just, look at this. This beautiful Homer Laughlin gravy boat. I think I have the platter that actually matches this. I love it. Look at the craisin, y'all. Look at all of that craisin. It got me. It got me good. This was $1.99, and I plan on using it in my Christmas decor. Can y'all just see a cute little Christmas tree in this? I'm actually may try to incorporate it into my bookcases. I don't know. But I also have my those sewing machine drawers and that cheese box that I'm going to be decorating as well. But this may even go on my dining room table. I don't know. For $1.99, I just had to get it because, I mean, just look. Y'all, it just suckered me in. I love it so much. So I got that. And then the next thing I picked up is this. Look at this beautiful oil painting. There is a signature. I don't think it's anybody like famous or anything like that, but look at the frame. This dark green. I just fell in love with it. But is this not beautiful? This would be so pretty in the fall. Y'all are not gonna believe what I paid for this. Are you ready? $2.99. I know. I'm trying to decide what I'm going to do with it, like if I'm going to keep it or if I'm going to put it in my booth in the fall or whatever. I don't know, but it is absolutely beautiful. It honestly reminds me of the streets in New York City. Or even like New Orleans or somewhere like that. But it was just too beautiful to leave for $2.99. I had to get it. And even if I changed this, the frame is worth $2.99. You know what I mean? So this is what the back looks like. Just beautiful. It's so beautiful. So that is what I thrifted. And I'm telling you, oh, I just love it. I have a weakness for dishes. I just do not understand why dishes do not sell in my booth, but they don't. But I love it. So I'm going to get the sticker off and get it cleaned up and try to decide what I'm going to do with it, where I'm going to style it. But it's going somewhere in my decor. I don't know where just yet because I still have so much to do. I'm fixing to head out to the garage and get some more of my Christmas decor in here. I have a bunch of little trees I need to get in here and just set them in the office and the floor just to kind of see what I have for when I'm decorating areas. And then I need to get up in the attic and get some stuff and go through some bins. So that's what I'm fixing to do. And the sticker's not wanting to come off. But that's okay. I'll just soak it in some water. But I'm telling you, Goodwill, who knew? It just really, it was the winner this week, y'all. I'm just so happy with it. But anyway, let me get to getting some of this decor down. And hopefully I can get to working on my kitchen. And I think I might, honest to goodness, y'all. I'm thinking I may have to make me another cup of coffee. I just need some pep in my step today. I'm just run down. Not run down, just I could use a nap. But I don't have time for a nap. So coffee it is. Oh, yeah. I'm going to make me a cup of coffee. All right, y'all, I've had a squirrel moment. I've yet to make my coffee, but I was thinking about this morning. I had this little drawer, and it has this little pull that was on it. I've taken it off. And what I want to do is I want to use my wax on the drawer to kind of make it look old and stained. And then I want to take my rubbing buff and go over the handle on it and put it back together, because I have a place for this that I'm probably going to use it in conjunction with those sewing machine drawers. So I want to see if I can make this look like an old miniature sewing machine drawer. I actually may need to paint this black first and then put my gold over it. So, but first let me do this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a paper towel and my Waverly antique wax. Get some in the lid. Just about out of this. Be more than enough. And I want to take my paper towel. It's going to kind of get some on it and just start going over it, making it look like wood. Well, it is wood, but covering up that white. Yep, that's gonna do exactly what I wanted it to. I just love it when a plan comes together. Okay, love that. Now I'm going to paint this little handle. I gotta go get some black. I'm gonna paint it black, let that dry, and then I'm gonna kind of do my rub and buff real like messy over it. So I'm hoping it'll look like a vintage pull, you know, one that's aged. So now I gotta go find some black paint and do that. Okay, I have this folk art black acrylic. It's called Pure Black. So what I'm going to do is, I'm not even doing this neatly, but I'm just going to kind of hold this piece up just so I can get some paint on it. I'm doing this so the gold will like have a base. Because I don't think the gold would look good just kind of going over this white. I don't know, it may have, but just very sloppily putting it on there. Gonna let that dry. And then I'll go over it with my, you know, my rub and buff. Okay, now to clean up. Y'all, remember I told you I thought I had the platter? Look, I do. I have that big, huge matching platter to this Homer Lachlan gravy boat. I thought I did. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. Love it. All right, cup number 2. Y'all are watching a professional procrastinator. I'm procrastinating doing what I need to be doing, but I don't know that it's gonna get done. I think I'm gonna do my little DIY, and I think I'm done. My body is telling me to just sit down and chill out and rest, because I got a busy weekend ahead of me, so I may do that. But I will show y'all the finished little drawer before I end this video. All right, y'all. I just went and got me some gloves because I'm fixing to use this rub and buff. and it don't wash off like that acrylic paint or the wax does. But here's my little piece, all dry. So I'm just gonna take a paper towel and just get a little bit on my paper towel and just kind of rub it on there real messy. It don't have to be perfect, but I mean, I'm just getting a little bit like that. We're gonna start with that. And this stuff is very strong, but I definitely recommend. I don't know if I like that. I may have to go over that with my wax. You know what? I think I'm gonna put a little bit of the, see, I don't like the way that's looking. I do like the black on it, but you know what I think I'm gonna do now? I think I'm gonna get a little bit of black on my paper towel. Just a tiny, tiny bit, and kind of smear over that, mix it in with this gold that's already on here. What's it gonna hurt? I mean, it's just paint, right? I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the end of this, put some on there, just get a little tiny bit. Okay. See, just a little bit. Yeah. Oh yeah, I like that. I like the way that it dulled down. Oh! Oh yeah, okay, that's much better. That's much better. Can y'all see that? It just looks much better. It's not so bright gold. There's some places it's still bright gold, and I may have to go over a little bit more. Yeah. Okay, I like that. You just have to play with it till you get the look you're going for, right? Because I just wanted it to look like aged metal. Y'all see that? Okay. Now, let me clean my mess up. Now, what I'm going to do, I don't think I'm going to use the screw to put it back in there with on the drawer, because it was kind of hard. It's at a weird angle for the, let me take this off. For the screwdriver that I have. So I think I'm going to get my hot glue and I'll hot glue it on there. But here's what the little drawer looks like. And this is what this is going to look like on it. Right there. Isn't that perfect? Oh, I love that. So let me get my hot glue gun and get this glued on. And this project will be done. And then you're going to have to wait and see how I style this and where I put it, because that won't be in this video. But let me get my glue gun. I'll be right back. All right, y'all, here we are. This is just kind of to give you an idea of what you could do with something like this. So I love it. This is not what I'm going to be doing with it, but you'll have to come back and see what I do. But yeah, I think this is adorable. I ended up sanding a little bit of the black and the rub and buff and off, so you could see a little bit of the white, a little bit of the distressing, and I really like the way that looks. So this is my little, I don't know, it wasn't thrifted. Well, I didn't thrift it. My mom probably thrifted it, and she gave it to me, but I can't wait to use this in my decor. So there you have it. That is going to do it for me. I hope you've enjoyed hanging out with me this week. I know this is a little bit different, but I didn't have like a particular video I could put up just for Friday, and I'm trying to do, until Vlogmas, I'm trying to do Monday, Wednesday, Friday. That's kind of been my schedule, I guess you could say. So I thought a little bit of each day and just kind of hang out with me for the week. This might be something different and fun. Let me know if you enjoy that, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, y'all.